Well, we're learning new information regarding President Donald Trump's claim of wiretapping. The chairman of the House Intelligence Committee, Republican Congressman Devin Nunes, is now saying that it is possible that Trump's communications team, his team there before the elections, were possibly monitored with their communication. This took place during the transition period between November and January. And this was all part of what they're calling normal surveillance operations. He said it was likely that it was done legally and that it had to do with another investigation and not connected to Russia.
The congressman declined to say whether the Trump team were under investigation for other reasons. He did meet with President Trump earlier today at the White House. Here's what he said after the meeting.
Today I briefed the president on the concerns that I had about incidental collection and how it relates to President-elect Trump and his transition team, and the concerns that I have. As I said earlier, there'll be more information, hopefully by Friday. The NSA is cooperating very, very well. And lastly, I'll say that the reports that I was able to see did not have anything to do with Russia or the Russia investigation or any tie to the Trump team. And with that, I'll love to take a couple questions if you have them.
Chairman, quick question. Why is it appropriate for you to brief President Trump, given it's his own administration or campaign associates that are a part of this investigation?
Because what I saw has nothing to do with Russia and nothing to do with the Russia investigation. Has everything to do with possible surveillance activities, and the president needs to know that these intelligence reports are out there, and I have a duty to tell him that.
Does it appear that you'd be drawing conclusions before it was completed, Chairman?
I'm not drawing any conclusion. I'm just telling the president what exists in intelligence reports.
Were the subjects of the surveillance under FISA orders?
It appears so. I don't want to get too much into those details, but these were intelligence reports, and it brings up a lot of concerns about, whether things were properly minimized or not. But I will tell you, I've only seen some. It's in the dozens. But we don't have the full scope of all the intelligence reports that were produced, or who ordered the unmasking of additional names. And we're hoping to get that. Yes.
Are you saying the surveillance, if it wasn't related to Russia or anything like that, are you saying that it was political surveillance of political opponents, as the president has suggested in his tweets?
What I've read bothers me, and I think it should bother the president himself and his team, because I think some of it seems to be inappropriate. But like I said, until we get all the information to the committee, it's hard to really say until we see it in its totality. Yes, sir.
We knew that there was some incidental collection because Lieutenant General Michael Flynn was caught up talking with Sergei Kislyak.
Right.
Does this go beyond that, and does this qualify as the sort of wiretapping that the president was tweeting about?
Well, it definitely goes beyond what happened to General Flynn. Now, of course, we don't actually know yet officially what happened to General Flynn. We just know that his name leaked out, but we don't know how it was picked up yet. That's one of the things that we asked for in our March 15th letter, was for the NSA, CIA, and FBI to get us all the unmasking that was done. And I'll tell you, NSA is being cooperative, but so far the FBI has not told us whether or not they're going to respond to our March 15th letter, which is now a couple weeks old.
And again, does this seem to describe what the president was talking about? What he was talking about, quote, wiretapping, which they then said was broader surveillance?
What I've read seems to me to be some level of surveillance activity, perhaps legal, but I don't know that it's right, and I don't know that the American people would be comfortable with what I've read, but let us get all the reports.